Welcome to my channel. I'm Michael43, the author of Beans on Webtoons and an avid illustrator on Instagram. Check out my channels and subscribe. But here is my first ever paint tutorial, or speed paint, yay! Alright, so how I started, I actually kind of forgot to video whenever I first started doing the jar, so don't mind that it's already kind of pre there. But here I was just trying to copy and illustrate the glass from the mason jar and trying to be able to do that. Honestly, this is my first time even doing a painting technique in Photoshop, which is what I used. So this was kind of a fun experiment of being able to actually capture the illustration in a way that doesn't include line art or anything, which was kind of fun. Here I started doing the flower and being able to layer on the petal shadings and the shine and everything. I used a blending tool and a basic, I think I used oil paint brush to be able to provide this technique. Honestly, I can't remember, but it was pretty cool. Also, sorry for like my hair in the way. I don't have any software to screen record, and so it was recording over my shoulder, but you know, you get the gist of it. Perhaps I'll be able to look into that in the future, but c'est la vie. So for this whole middle portion, it was honestly pretty experimental. I tried my best to get some simple textures, just kind of matching the level of complexity I put into the petals. And you can see later once I start on the green portion, it definitely could be improved more. But I wanted it to be more of a simple rendition. You see here that I added the black circles, trying out a different technique. It didn't stick with it so much, so that'll, yeah, swirled in. But I was able to kind of hone it in later on, slightly more, by using like a swirling technique that you'll see. Yeah, here again, a lot of experimentation trying to get that texture without actually going into crazy detail. So I developed the hatching motion and trying to add the layer of light versus dark, and I went through a couple renditions of that by itself. But I think it turned out pretty okay for being as little detailed as it was. I'm pretty okay with it. And to be totally honest, I got a little bit lazy here, cropping out the second flower. I was just realizing, like, man, I got antsy and just kind of wanted to be done. But I also cheated here with, of course, the copy paste tool, life's best friend, and kind of Photoshop my way into more leaves. And making the stem was an interesting part. I had to actually split it into two to make it have the see-through version using like a multiply layer and the not so see-through. The jar turned out pretty cool too, that I could get it that see-through, but I thought it kind of erased what I had already done, which was kind of a shame, I thought, so I reverted it back. There, I fixed the leaves. I didn't completely leave them as a copy paste. That would be totally lame. Ugh. So, there you go. A little bit fixed. Here I started doing the background, but unfortunately I used a pretty complicated brush that I can't give you the name at the moment, but it took forever, and so you'll see that swirling little loading sign, so I had to wait for my own painting to show up. So you guys have been really patient, so thank you. And there you go, the finished product. I ended up enlarging the canvas and just adding more blue texture in the background, but that's essentially it. Thank you for watching my first speed paint. This was pretty exciting to make, and I'm really glad you stuck through it. The videos will get better, I promise. But check out my channels and subscribe. Thank you.